Attend the lords of France and Burgundy, Gloucester.
I shall, my liege.
Meantime, we shall express our darker purpose. Give me the map there. Know that we have divided in our 3 kingdoms, and 'tis our fast intent to shake all cares and business from our age, conferring them on younger strengths, while we unburthened crawl toward death. Our son of Cornwall, and you, our no less loving son of Albany, we have this hour a constant will to publish our daughter's several dowers, to that future strife may be befriended now. The princes, France and Burgundy, great rivals in our youngest daughter's love, long in our court have made their amorous sojourn, and here are to be answered. Tell me, my daughters, since now we will divest us both of rule, interest of territory, cares of state, which of you shall we say doth love us most? That we our largest bounty may extend where nature doth with merit challenge. Goneril, our eldest born, speak first.
Sir, I love you more than words can wield the matter, dearer than eyesight, space, and liberty, beyond what can be valued, rich or rare, no less than life, with grace, health, beauty, honor, as much as child e'er loved or father found, a love that makes breath poor and speech unable, beyond all manner of so much I love you.
What shall Cordelia do? Love, and be silent.
Of all these bounds, even from this line to this, with shadowy forests and with champagnes rich, with plenteous rivers and white-skirted meads, we make thee lady, to thine and Albany's issue be this perpetual. What says our second daughter, our dearest Regan, wife to Cornwall? Speak.
Sir, I am made of the self-same metal that my sister is, and prize me at her worth. In my true heart I find she names my very deed of love, only she comes too short, that I profess myself an enemy to all other joys which the most precious square of sense possesses. I find I am alone felicitate, and your dear highness's love.
Then poor Cordelia, and yet not so, since, I am sure, my love's more richer than my tongue.
To thee and thine hereditary ever remain this ample third of our fair kingdom, no less in space, validity, and pleasure than that conferred on Goneril. Now, our joy, although the last, not least, to those whose young love, the vines of France and milk of Burgundy, strive to be interest. What can you say to draw a third more opulent than your sisters? Speak.
Nothing, my lord.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Nothing will come of nothing. Speak again.
Unhappy that I am, I cannot heave my heart into my mouth. I love your majesty according to my bond, no more, no less.
How, Cordelia, mend your speech a little, lest it mar your fortunes.
Good my lord, you have begot me, bred me, loved me. I return those duties back as are right fit. Obey you, love you, and most honor you. Why have my sisters husbands, if they say they love you all? Haply, when I shall wed, that lord whose hand must take my plight shall carry half my love with him, half my care and duty. Sure I shall never marry like my sisters, to love my father all. Good my lord, you have begot me, bred me, loved me. I return those duties back as are right fit. Obey you, love you, and most honor you. Why have my sisters husbands, if they say they love you all? Haply, when I shall wed, that lord whose hand must take my plight shall carry half my love with him, half my care and duty. Sure I shall never marry like my sisters, to love my father all.
But goes thy heart with this?
Aye, good my lord.
So young and so untender?
So young, my lord, and true.
Let it be so, thy truth then be thy dower, for by the sacred radiance of the sun, the mysteries of Hecate and the night, by all the operation of the orbs from whom we do exist and cease to be, here I disclaim all my paternal care, propinquity and property of blood, and as a stranger to my heart and me, hold thee, from this forever, the barbarous Scythian, or he that makes his generation messes, to gorge his appetite, shall to my bosom be as well neighboured, pitied, and relieved, as thou my sometime daughter.
Good my liege.
Peace, Kent, come not between the dragon and his wrath. I loved her most, and thought to set my rest on her kind nursery, hence and avoid my sight. So be my grave, my peace, as I here give her father's heart from her. call France, who stirs, call Burgundy, Cornwall, and Albany. With my 2 daughters' dowers, I digest this third. Let pride, which she calls plainness, marry her. I do invest you jointly with my power, preeminence, and all the large effects that troop with majesty. Ourself, by monthly course, with reservation of 100 knights, be you to be sustained, shall our abode make with you by due turns. Only we still retain the name and all the additions to a king, the sway, revenue, execution of the rest. Beloved sons be yours. Wish to confirm this coronet part betwixt you.
Royal Lear, whom I have ever honored as my king, all loved as my father, as my master followed, as my great patron thought on in all my prayers.
The bow is bent and drawn, make from the shaft.
Let it fall rather, though the fork invade the region of my heart. Be Kent unmannerly, when Lear is mad. What wilt thou do, old man? Thinkest thou that duty shall have dread to speak, when power to flattery bows? To plainness honours bow, when majesty stoops to folly. Reverse thy doom, and in thy best consideration check this hideous rashness. Answer my life, my judgment. Thy youngest daughter does not love thee least, nor are those empty-headed whose low sound reverbs no hollowness.
Kent, on thy life no more.
My life I never held but as a pawn to wage against thy enemies, nor fear to lose it, thy safety being the motive.
Out of my sight!
See better, Lear, and let me still remain the true blank of thine eye.
Now, by Apollo!
Now by Apollo, king, thou swearest thy gods in vain.
O vassal miscreant!
Dear sir, forbear!
Do, kill thy physician, and the fee bestow upon thy foul disease. Revoke thy doom, or whilst I can vent clamour from my throat, I'll tell thee thou doest evil.
Hear me, recreant, on thine allegiance hear me. See, since thou hast sought to make us break our vow, which we durst never yet, and with strained pride to come between our sentence and our power, which nor our nature nor our place can bear, our potency be made good, take thy reward. 5 days we do allot thee for provision, to shield thee from diseases of the world, and on the 6th to turn thy hated back upon our kingdom. If, on the 10th day following, thy banished trunk be found in our dominions, the moment is thy death. Away, by Jupiter, this shall not be revoked.
Fare thee well, king. Sith thus thou wilt appear, freedom lives hence, and banishment is here. The gods to their dear shelter take thee, maid, that justly thinkest, and hast most rightly said. In your large speeches may your deeds approve, that good effects may spring from words of love. Thus Kent, O princes, bids you all adieu. He'll shape his old course in a country anew.
Here's France and Burgundy, my noble lord.
My lord of Burgundy, we first address towards you, who with this king hath rivaled for our daughter. What, in the least, will you require in present dower with her, or cease your quest of love?
Most royal majesty, I crave no more what your highness offered, nor will you tender less.
Right, noble Burgundy, when she was dear to us, we did hold her so. But now her price is fallen. Sir, there she stands, if aught within that little seeming of substance, or all of it with our displeasure peace and nothing more, may fitly like your grace. She's there, and she is yours.
I know no answer.
With you, with those infirmities she owes, unfriended, new adopted to our hate, dowered with our curse, and strangered with our oath, take her or leave her.
Pardon me, royal sir. Election makes not upon such conditions.
Then we leave her, sir, for by the power that made me, I tell you, all her wealth. For you, great king, I would not from your love make such a stray, to match you where I hate. Therefore beseech you to avert your liking a more worthier way, than on a wretch whom nature is ashamed almost to acknowledge hers.
It is most strange that she, that even but now was your best object, the argument of your praise, balm of your age, most best, most dearest, should in this trice of time commit a thing so monstrous, so dismantle so many folds of favor. Sure, her offense must be of such unnatural degree, that monsters it or your forevouched affection fall into taint, which to believe of her must be a faith that reason without miracle could never plant in me.
I yet beseech your majesty, if for I want that glib and oily art to speak and purpose not, since what I well intend, I'll do it before I speak, that I make known it is no vicious blood, murder, or foulness, no unchaste action or dishonored step, that hath deprived me of your grace and favor, even for want of that, for which I am richer, a still soliciting eye and such a tongue, as I am glad I have not, though I have it, hath lost me in your liking.
Thou hadst not been born then not to have pleased me better.
It is but this, a tardiness in nature which often leaves the history unspoke that it intends to do. My lord of Burgundy, what say you to the lady? Love's not love when it is mingled with the regards that stand aloof from the entire point. Will you have her? She is herself a dowry.
Royal Lear, give but that portion which yourself possessed, and here I take Cordelia by the hand, Duchess of Burgundy.
Nothing. I have sworn. I am firm.
I am sorry, then, you have so lost a father that you must lose a husband. Peace be with Burgundy. Since that respects of fortune are his love, I shall not be his wife.
Fairest Cordelia, that art most rich, being poor, most choice forsaken, and most loved, despised, thee and thy virtues here I seize upon. Be it lawful that I take up what's cast away. Gods, 'tis strange that from their coldest neglect my love should kindle to inflamed respect. Thy dowerless daughter, king, throned to my chance, is queen of us, of ours, and our France. Not all the dukes of waterish Burgundy can buy this unprized, precious maid of me. Bid them farewell, Cordelia, though unkind, thou dost losest here, a better where to find.
Thou hast her, France, and let her be thine, for we have no such daughter, nor shall we ever see that face of hers again. Therefore, be gone without our grace, our love, our benison. Ah, come, noble Burgundy. Burgundy! Come, noble Burgundy.